Welcome to Digital Marketing with AI. I'm Rohit Shetty. If you're a marketing leader, a seasoned technologist, a sales executive trying to get next year's budget sorted, or anyone managing a significant budget and trying to capture attention online, this deep dive is your survival guide for what's coming. I want to talk about 2026 because, based on everything I've compiled, it is not just another fiscal year. It marks the definitive end of the AI experimentation phase. We are crossing a pivot point where the rules of the game change permanently. This feels like an infrastructural shift. Digital marketing is no longer about chasing the latest TikTok trend or optimizing a single Facebook ad. It is now defined by large, integrated systems, strict data constraints, and massive platform consolidation. All of this is driving an intense zero sum competition for a fixed amount of human attention. If you feel pressure because your performance efficiency seems to be slipping, you are not alone. This is the paradox we are entering. The financial stakes are enormous. Global digital ad spend is projected to exceed $740 billion by 2026, up from $626 billion just 3 years ago. Nearly three-quarters of $1 trillion is pouring into the system, yet every strategic conversation I have studied points to the same headwind. Performance confidence is declining. The more we spend, the less certain we are about results. That crisis of confidence is the starting point for this deep dive. My goal today is simple. I want to equip you with the strategic knowledge needed to navigate this shift. This is not about experimenting with individual AI tools. It is about building resilient, autonomous infrastructure that allows you to compete and survive. I have organized this into 5 critical themes, drawing insights from leading research by Gartner, Deloitte, SEMrush, Pew Research, and others. I will cover the measurement crisis, platform consolidation, the search revolution from SEO to answer engineering, the rise of autonomous AI agents in marketing and sales, the tension between efficiency and human authenticity in the creator economy, and finally, the organizational and regulatory shifts reshaping global business. It is time to stop thinking of AI as a novelty feature you might adopt later. AI is now foundational infrastructure. Let's start with the high stakes digital ecosystem, where the paradox is most visible. Spending is rising, but confidence in performance is falling. This collapse is driven by a convergence of factors. Attribution is less reliable due to privacy laws and browser changes. CPMs are rising because everyone is competing for the same attention. Content production has exceeded consumption capacity. Platform algorithms are changing faster than any human team can adapt. The result is strategic paralysis. Gartner data shows that only 30% of CMOs feel confident in their ability to measure ROI accurately across channels. That means 70% of senior marketing leaders are operating largely on faith. Faith does not justify budgets. If you cannot explain where performance comes from, you cannot defend your spend. This pressure is intensifying as transactions increasingly occur inside platforms themselves. Commerce is collapsing into platforms at an accelerated pace. eMarketer projects US social commerce sales will surpass $100 billion by 2026, nearly double 2023 levels. This means digital marketing is no longer just about awareness. It is directly tied to transaction and revenue, happening entirely within platform environments. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube are no longer billboards, they are storefronts. Your content, creative, and sales journey must be designed for native conversion. Instead of adapting TV ads for social feeds, you must design demos for the feed itself. Value must be immediately clear, offers must be simple, and friction must be eliminated. The goal is to move users from interest to purchase without leaving the app. Brands still relying on a link out and hope strategy are hemorrhaging money. Every additional tap destroys performance and costs market share. The only way to counter this measurement crisis and platform dependence is radical data ownership. First party data is no longer optional. With third party cookies disappearing and platforms pushing conversion APIs, advertisers are being forced to rely on data they own and can verify. Marketers are reporting 20 to 30% gaps between platform reported conversions and actual backend revenue. Volatility in reported ROAS is widening. If you are seeing extreme swings, it is a sign your measurement foundation is eroding. Data ownership must be treated as a core strategic asset. Leading brands aggressively capture email and SMS data as an identity layer for attribution. They implement server-side tracking to preserve clarity when browser tracking fails. They move beyond last-click attribution and adopt incrementality and holdout testing. Instead of chasing false precision, they focus on directional truth. They ask what happens to revenue if a campaign is paused entirely. This builds CFO confidence and restores marketing credibility. This vulnerability becomes more serious as discovery itself changes. Search is undergoing a transformation larger than the death of third party cookies. Traditional SEO, built around blue link clicks, is collapsing. We are in a zero click reality driven by generative AI integrated directly into search results. SEMrush reports AI generated answers appear in 15 to 20% of informational queries. Pew Research shows that 92% of users who see AI summaries never click through to traditional results. Even ranking first no longer guarantees traffic. Visibility has been redefined. SEO is no longer about clicks, it is about citations. This is answer engineering. The goal is to be the authoritative source AI model cite. GEO or generative engine optimization focuses on structuring content so conversational AI systems can extract and trust it. Old SEO focused on keyword repetition. New GEO prioritizes clarity, structure, and factual precision. Content must clearly define what you do, who you serve, and the problem you solve in modular, extractable formats. Structured data, clear headings, and direct answers are essential. The internet is shifting from prose for humans to structure for machines. Topical authority now matters more than keyword density or even domain traffic. Expertise, experience, authority, and trust drive visibility. This applies beyond Google. TikTok and YouTube are search engines, especially for younger audiences. Content must be treated as knowledge assets, not pages. This shift is amplified by the rise of autonomous AI agents. We are moving from passive tools to active agents capable of planning and executing multi-step tasks with minimal human input. Agentic AI combines perception, decision-making, and action. It senses data, chooses the next step, and executes across systems. Gartner predicts 40% of enterprise applications will include AI agents by 2026. Deloitte estimates the agentic AI market will reach $8.5 billion. Performance marketing is seeing the earliest impact. AI closes the loop between creative deployment and optimization, delivering faster decisions, granular targeting, and continuous testing. Human teams cannot compete with this speed. Generative AI removes creative bottlenecks by producing high volume variants, while humans focus on strategy and brand. Hyper personalization becomes scalable as AI adapts content in real time based on behavior, context, and intent. Revenue operations benefit immediately. AI enhances lead scoring, automates outreach sequencing, and enables guided selling. SDR productivity improves, SQL rates rise by 20 to 40%, and managers gain real-time deal risk visibility. However, automation creates tension with trust. Efficiency without trust is noise. Influencer marketing succeeds because it provides human credibility. Micro and nano influencers outperform celebrities because authenticity matters more than polish. Gen Z trusts imperfection. They value honesty over production quality. At the same time, AI is transforming influencer selection through audience analysis, sentiment modeling, brand safety checks, and ROI forecasting. This creates an authenticity paradox. AI drives efficiency, but humans demand transparency. Virtual influencers may perform well, but misrepresentation destroys trust. Regulators are enforcing AI truthfulness aggressively. The US has already penalized AI misrepresentation. The EU AI Act introduces severe fines. Transparency is now a legal requirement. These pressures force organizations to rethink structure. Competitive advantage now belongs to companies investing in human infrastructure, not just tools. The future is a hybrid workforce where AI executes and humans govern strategy, ethics, and relationships. Upskilling is existential. Roles are becoming hybrid. Marketers must understand AI performance. Technologists must develop judgment and empathy. Externally, regulation is fragmented. The US prioritizes innovation. The EU prioritizes regulation. Global companies must navigate conflicting frameworks. Board level AI governance is now mandatory. Data anonymization standards differ dramatically across regions. Treating data uniformly across geographies creates legal risk. Survival in 2026 depends on resilience built through systems, not tactics. Two pillars are non negotiable. Continuous testing replaces static planning. Diversified channels reduce dependency risk. The future is not scattered pilots, it is full orchestration. Autonomous marketing and sales systems that sense, decide, and act. So I'll leave you with this question. If AI agents can already execute complex operations, what decision or process are you still holding on to that could be automated today? And what higher value human judgment are you freeing your best people to focus on instead?